5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the ROMELLO Marcellus show. The fly uncle you always wish you had. Bring him out. Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events. Major show alert. All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.
Here I am, God damn it. Here I am. Welcome to the ROMELLO Marcellus show. You know the rest. I don't have to say it. God damn it, it's too much. Anyway, it's another day in the books. Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. The week is halfway over, and it's hump day. Let me say this, man. Here's what I don't like about black folks. We'll sit around and listen to some of the most goofy, dumbass shit, and we buy into it lock, stock, and barrel. Shit. Offer us a bit of edification to educate ourselves about things that are potentially going around that could affect us. It's crickets. But we want to chime in on the dumb shit. Irks me. You embarrass me. You embarrass yourselves. Those kind of conversations are the ones that we need to have. So anyway, moving right along, I'm gonna give y'all some goofy shit tonight because that's basically what we've been reduced to talking about. Yeah, shout out to Nate, man. He passed away today. If y'all know who I'm talking about, he was the one who had the famous line, "You'll get it when I'm finished," and set it off when he was knocking Jada out the box for the little boy's money. I need the money, Nate. Well, God rest your soul, dog. He was also on Night Court and a host of other things, man. He lived a ripe old age, just 75, 76 years old. And a lot of us are checking out of here way before that, man. Question, how many people are at places of employment or jobs or whatever where they are requiring you to vaccinate before you can come? You would no longer have an option, which is sad on so many levels. But this is the world we live in, y'all. And beware the towers because they're out there. It's crazy, man. Was paralyzed from the effects of the shot. And he still said, well, it's a good choice for you to have that. I mean, you wrestle with your conscience. I ain't wrestling with mine, goddammit. These are the live trials. I want to wait till they're over and we'll see what's what. But this is how a lot of y'all feel. It says, I want a bond so tight that on bad terms you come to me still. You know damn well when you are feeling bad or you mad, that's a rare thing. Question is, how many of us can be honest? Honest with the thing. I'm not gonna hold it up. I need to get into it so I can get off it. Here, I'm putting it on Instagram now. There we go. The topic, if you're just joining it, is I can't date what? Who's a narcissist? Who's controlling? Who's wishy-washy? Someone who doesn't stimulate you intellectually or physically. Listen, a lot of times, man, we go through life and we have these questions about who we won't date. And, we say, well, we want someone who's going to treat us the way we want to be treated. But are you willing to, here's the honesty in it. Most of us won't date ourselves because we can't really wrap our mind around ourselves. We don't like ourselves that much. So it is a natural reaction to distrust, dishonor, disrespect, and be wishy-washy, because these are the things that we do to ourselves. Most are not willing to be that honest with themselves, let alone with someone else. So as you go through these queries of dating, right, we always say, well, I won't date someone that's less than me or less stationed than me, meaning whatever their status is in the world or society. And in all actuality, a lot of us end up there because we're too busy looking for surface shit when we need to dig deep in ourselves to say, hey, man, who am I? What am I really about? Think about it. How much actual time or work are you willing to put in to a relationship with yourself? Most motherfuckers can't be alone. They won't. They go from this one to that one without ever unpacking. Without ever unpacking their load. So what I'm saying is this. Can you date yourself? Or are you still one of those who have a million questions about who you're actually dating or who you won't date? Are you that judgmental?
Slept with him the first night, which is a memory he will have to cherish for the rest of his life because it is never happening again. Never. You look beautiful. Yeah, you've mentioned that.
Would you like a glass of wine?
You know what? Actually, I came
Chateau
over here.
Montellino 2006.
That won first place in the Judgment of Paris back in '76.
Actually, it was a 73 Chardonnay that won, but I've heard this one's better. It was a gift. I wanted to save it for a special occasion.
Well, thank you.
So, tonight,
This is good.
there's more.
You got to pick him up in his car, his little raggedy car, yet and still do something different. Be creative. Think about her more than he thought about himself in that situation. But at the end of the day, was he happy because of her assertive nature? No. Because as you'll see, so the topic tonight is if you just joining, I can't date somebody who
Dominic's car broke down. I have to go pick him up.
I don't know whether you guys.
Fool slept
Well, you know what?
the first night.
Let me
He will
topic.
have to cherish for the rest of his life because
He's a loser.
never.
How many of y'all slept with somebody on the first night?
Never.
Don't happen tonight.
Hey, beautiful.
Dominic.
You look beautiful.
Yeah, you've been. That won first place in the Judgment.
I've heard this one's better. It was a gift.
Well, thank you.
So, to tonight.
This is good.
There's more.
This is good.
you have to recognize that if you're not willing to be honest with yourself once again about your intentions for someone else, shit, you wasting time. You got that much time to waste? Power to you. Folks are checking out of here left and right, young and old. Question is, how much of your time are you willing to waste? And how much time is someone else willing to allow you to waste of theirs? So, yeah. If you're just joining once again, the topic is I can't date someone who. You know, some of the questions would be like, I can't date someone who doesn't make more money than me. Or I can't date someone who doesn't match me sexually, my appetite or my my fetishes. Someone said, truth always come out. Save your time, energy, and heartache. Be honest from the get-go. As you should. But most aren't. Most aren't willing to be honest with themselves about what their initial intentions are with you, let alone exacting their judgment on you, even in the midst of others, to help them talk you or talk them out of their choice to deal with you. Okay. You know, as you're just joining, the topic of the show once again is I can't date somebody who. What can't you date? What can't you do? What aren't you willing to do? As I stated, there's different aspects of individuals, of people. You know, some want the bond that's so tight that regardless of the terms, you're willing to come to them and lean on them. You know, but not everybody's that open or that trusting. And then you go back here and you have these individuals, you know, that are depicted, but this is real life every day.
Dominic's car broke down. I have to go pick him up. So, calm down. You know how many times I had to pick you up when your jag broke down? Don't save it, Candace. The man is a loser. And I'm the fool who slept with him the first night, which is a memory he will have to cherish for the rest of his life because it is never happening again.
And how many times does it happen again? Whether it was with, what's his name? Yeah. Whatever his name and the rest of their names and so on and so forth. And that goes both ways. Someone said, problem is so often people are busy trying to impress someone. They present themselves in a false manner. Well, you know, no one can do something to you that you don't allow them to do. And trust me, your bullshit on media works just like everybody else. And you know when you're being bullshitted, you're the first to know and you're the last to know. The question is, how much bullshit are you willing to deal with or take? Because the bullshit that you have, you know, you're not perfect. None of us are perfect. So when you look at those kind of relations or dynamics, you have to, well, we all automatically weigh the pros and cons of the bullshit that we're dealing with. And there are some no-goes and there's some things that we accept. And even in good relationships, there are always going to be some positions or some bullshit you have to accept to dealing with the individuals you're with, whether they snore, whether they shit with the door open in the house, you know, whether they're, you know, not focused on a lot of things that you think they should be focused on in their relations with you, how they manage their money, you know, is a direct indication of how they may manage you all's money when you have some money together, you know, their attitude, how they control their emotions. Scammers are usually pretty good at their job. I'm just saying. Okay. Well, I was always taught that if there was a scam, then there's an end game and there's a goal. There's a number. You know, you can't milk a regular person for much. Trust and believe me, especially in this day and age. Motherfuckers ain't got no money. Motherfuckers broke. Should definitely talk about the deal breakers. First thing. Well, this is what we're talking about, the deal breakers. I can't date somebody who does what? I can't date someone that every time you get mad, you want to look at the front door. Or I can't date somebody who wants to call their mama every time we have a disagreement, or their girlfriends every time we have a disagreement, or, vice versa. I'm sure there's, you know, but yes, at some point the jig is the jig, and we gotta call it as such. Okay. The jig is the jig, and we gotta call it as such. Okay. Well, that's going out to somebody. Goddamn. Don't know who. Oh, tonight is brought to you by Honest Tea. Goddamn. So don't get it twisted. Um, all I can say is this. Start with you. Make sure you tight. Because if you're not tight, there's no way you can be tight with anyone else. Yeah, I love Honest Tea too. It's just that tea, no additives. And it's an ultimate alternative. Yeah. So just wanted to come and bring it to y'all. Still early in the week. And as we go along, the momentum will build up. Excellent week, excellent topics last week. We'll continue. If y'all got any ideas, man, shoot them to me. As the day goes on and it drags in, you have to ask yourself these questions for yourself. Am I all I can be? Do I really like me? You have to like yourself before you can like anyone else, let alone love. Love's a whole nother ball game. And then you have to look at your connections and see what they really are. Is it love, or is it just some sort of attachment? Ties are real. It's like transference of spirits, DNA. I retrospected the conversation last night. All of that's real. Who you lay with can very well affect your mental stability like a motherfucker. Can have you doing all kinds of shit that you never thought that you can do. Someone said, yep, hurt people hurt people. Everything's a choice. Hurt people don't have to hurt people. They choose to hurt people. So when you talk about that, there's a lot of people sitting in places that they never thought they would be because they chose to allow that hurt to put them in a position to try and, hurt people or hurt other people. Now, hurt people can get themselves hurt too while trying to hurt somebody or subconsciously hurting somebody. So regardless of what, at the end of the day, there has to be some sort of accountability. You have to be accountable. Okay? That's a fact. What's a fact? That is why self-accountability is important. Okay? One second, hang on. I'm glitching on Facebook a little bit. like I said, it's Tuesday evening, man. I want to keep it light. I want to just touch base. Yeah, and all you're getting, get more understanding. Wake up, ask yourself what's up with you before you start talking to anyone else. Hurting someone back being a choice. Oh, yeah, it's a choice. It's always a choice. You can walk away. You can have your pride, your dignity about it. And shit, I ain't perfect in that one. You touch me, I got to get my pound of blood. I got to get my pound of flesh from you. I'm working on that. Pray for me. Pray for me, y'all. No, I'm just picking. Some shit you got to let go, but all lessons are teachable lessons. The curves we go around, we should always learn something about ourselves. And the fact that we can make it through it and make it around those things lets us know we're still strong. We can survive it. Yeah. Yep. In time. Well, you're not going to get the whole time out of me tonight. Like I said, I just wanted to stop by and touch base, remain consistent. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to be here with me tonight. And yeah, never has so few owed so much to so many. Good night.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the ROMELLO MARCELLOUS show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring 'em out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events.
Major show alert.
All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.